What's up everyone? This video is going to cover arm wrestling training techniques that work very well to build your arm strength and improve your arm wrestling. So let's get into it. The sport of arm wrestling has become increasingly popular over the past several years, and this coincides with the popularity of powerlifting and strongman training. And personally, I'm involved in powerlifting. I don't necessarily do arm wrestling competitions or anything like that, so I'm more of a power lifter. But I'd like to weigh in, pun intended, on arm wrestling strength training in this video. So getting straight into the 5 main exercises I would suggest that you try in order to improve your arm strength and your arm wrestling technique. Number 1 is the bench press. And this is because a lot of people don't really know that the arm wrestling technique doesn't entirely involve your forearms, your biceps, a little bit of your triceps or your shoulders. It also involves your pec muscles. So I suggest training the bench press, and don't just train a standard bench press, barbell bench press. I suggest variations on the bench press, which include a supinated reverse grip bench press, as well as a pause bench press where you're pausing approximately 1 inch above the chest. You can also do this as a block press, where you can actually get a book or a piece of wood and press to a block. You're going to want to do these variations because it's going to strengthen your overall pectoral muscles and your bench press in general, and that's going to translate over to your arm wrestling movements. Exercise number 2 is going to be curls, and I suggest doing variations on curls. So you can do a standard curl, and you can do those seated or standing, but I also suggest doing a reverse curl, and you can even use something like you see right here, which is an easy curl bar, and you basically strap on the arm wrestling grip strengthener, put it on there, and you can do your regular curls or you can do your reverse curls. In this video here, I'm showing you how I basically have just been doing seated curls, and I strap on the grip strengthener to a standard dumbbell. Now it's important to note that I don't have a cable machine in my home gym here, and that's going to be a staple if you're looking to do arm wrestling, grip strength training, or anything along that line. You're going to want to actually hook these grip strengtheners up to cable machines, and you can basically mimic the curling movement using the cable machine. The benefit of using a cable machine is that because it actually has a cable wire that's keeping time under tension under the muscle, it simulates an arm wrestling match very closely, because during an arm wrestling match, the opponent is going to be staying with tension, trying to obviously defeat you. So you're going to have that time under tension the entire time you're doing the movements, which is very much like if you're using a cable machine and you have this hooked up to the cable and you're trying to use the resistance of the cable machine, and basically you can increase the weight on the cable machine as you go forward. So that's a great alternative if you have it available to you, but if you don't, you can just use dumbbells or you can use an easy curl bar as I'm showing you here. Another really great technique to train your grip strength, and you can use these grip strengtheners if you want, or you can just use nothing and just stay with the bar, but you actually want to try doing some pull-ups. And I suggest doing them as reverse grip pull-ups because you're going to be training a supinated grip, which is more similar to an arm wrestling match versus if you're doing pull-ups with a pronated grip. That's not ideal. You want to stay supinated during your training, and you can use a pull-up bar and these grippers, and it's going to help you a lot. Now the next effective movement you can look to perform to improve your arm wrestling strength is a bent over row. And I suggest doing the bent over row with 2 different variations. 1, you can use the pronated grip, and then 2, use the supinated grip. This is going to train variations and different areas of your arm muscles, and it's going to be beneficial and carry over to your arm wrestling strength. Generally speaking, a lot of the movements I'm showing you in this video, you're going to want to train the variations between the supinated and the pronated grip. The one that's going to carry over the most, obviously, is the supinated grip, because again, that correlates most with arm wrestling movements. Finally, I'd like to share with you a really simple arm strengthening movement you can perform, and it doesn't take much. If you have a bar, great. This is a 9-pound bar and a string, and then I have a 10-pound plate attached to the bottom. Otherwise, you can actually use a hockey stick or a broomstick. So don't feel the need to use a heavy bar such as you see here. This is kind of like the step-up version, and you can try this if you have it. A lot of hockey players use this technique, a lot of lacrosse players, anyone that has a lot of wrist and arm movement, this is a great strengthening technique. So you're going to take the rope. You can see I have it wrapped around the bar here. It's pretty standard. I'm just going to be twisting forward with my wrist, as you can see here, and I'm bringing up the plate, and then I'm going to go back down. And this is a forearm strengthener. And once it reaches the bottom, you go back up to the top. Try doing this, and I suggest starting with a 2.5-pound weight or a 5-pound weight And you don't necessarily have to use a 9-pound bar, but try doing this for 10, 20, 30 reps, and you're going to notice significant improvements in your forearm strength, and that's going to carry over beautifully to your arm wrestling technique. So that sums it up. If you have tried arm wrestling before, competitively or just for fun, comment down below and let me know. Or if you're interested in more videos around different types of strength training, comment and let me know. I'm definitely interested in creating some myself. Otherwise, you're welcome to check out this Art Arm Grip Strengthener from KMall24. The link is in the description below if you want to have a look at that. I've also included a coupon code down there for you as well. This thing is pretty good quality, and in terms of grip strengtheners, it's very unique, a very specific product to improve your arm wrestling strength. So I hope you check it out, and I hope you benefit from this. And if you compete competitively, check back on this video and let me know if you won. Otherwise, thank you for watching as always. I appreciate it. I will see you in that next one. Take care.